Hey friends, welcome to today's bow review where we're going to review the Bowtech Core SS. This was a request, and before we get started, just notice that we have gotten the, I think they call this center mass technology, black gold sight on this, and the new Octane whisker biscuit that goes on the integrated mount system. So this is the Bowtech SS in 70 pounds. And as you can tell, I do have the Mossy oak, which is immaculate on this bow. It is beautiful. So it is a 31.5 inch axle to axle, 6.25 inch brace height. It goes from 50 to 70 pounds with different limbs. And mass weight, 4.5 pounds, pretty realistic mass weight. And it's rated at 337 feet per second. So going over some of the features on this feature-packed little rig. The first thing is the time lock for adjusting your timing on the cam without having to put it in a press. As Bowtech's been doing the last few years, you've got the deadlock system for adjusting the cam shim. Now they have this new center mass technology, basically very similar to the bridge lock adaptation of sight integration that Matthews did. Now Bowtech has that version. They have had for a couple years now their rest integration system for mounting it to the actual riser. Coming over from their Target line is this new grip system, and it's pretty neat. I do like the fact that they put, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, this little rubber contact patch on the grip, so you have a breakup of that smooth plastic. You do have something rubber on it to kind of help grip. They have these bushing holes for rear stabilizer mounts, which also come with these neat little integrated laser engraved into the riser, null or zero position for leveling out your stabilizers. And then what also isn't pictured here is you have a stabilizer, a center mass stabilizer that they've made for this as well. And last but not least, there's the flex guard, and that's been a staple of the Bowtech bows for as long as I can remember. So without further ado, actually before we get too much further into this, first impressions before we start shooting it. Very nice little bow. Very nice offering from Bowtech. This is the super smooth. It was requested that we do the smooth, even though I typically do the performance type bows or in their performance settings, and it's going to be on the comfort setting. So I'm expecting it to really compete. The sequel 33 that we just did from Darton, you know, it's in that smoother draw type cam system. So it's not the speed bow. There is an SR version you can get. But that's not what was requested. So main features I'm really looking forward to is this new grip. I want to see how the grip system works, and stay tuned. Let's get to shooting. All right, let's do some shooting with this Core SS by Bowtech. Before we get started, I'll go through the grip or through the shot or through the draw. I'll go through the draw first. It's kind of stiff to be 337 feet per second, but it's consistent and it's nice. And that back wall is just dead. You get a short valley before it wants to take back off on that lead down. Feels really nice. As far as drawing, aiming, and holding it, you can see that I have brought that grip out just a couple degrees, and it really helped me with aiming on the target and then holding on the target. I really like that feature. I think Bowtech did a really good job with that. The only thing I don't like about the grip is so much of it's so slick. I wish they put the contact patch, this little rubber piece, down through the center of the grip. That way, wherever you like to put your hand, it's going to stay there. All right, let's do some shooting. Just a touch of vibration towards the end, but I mean, it's nothing to worry about. A little stabilizer, clean it right up. There we go. I don't know if this bow's going to go back to the shop or not. It might stay here. Shoot one more for poops and giggles. All right, let's go check out that group. Knocked the fan off on that one, so that's a pretty good little group. Set a little stabilizer, Pete. Tighten these things right up. That's pretty consistent. All right, we shoot the last group. This getting kind of nasty outside. Now that we're a couple weeks out of deer season, North Carolina's going to have some winter weather. Awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. I hope you find it useful and it helps you make a better decision on your next bow purchase. This is the Core SS by Bowtech. Like I said, it's a beautiful little bow. It's a good shooter. I like it. You know, as far as the draw is a little stiff to be in that, you know, sub 340 FPS range, especially when you compare it to the 335 rated Dart and Sequel 33. It's a little bit more effort, but it's not too bad. A little hump at the beginning, and you just feel that stiffness all the way back into the back wall. But no big drop offs. And then as far as the grip and getting it on target, it's effortlessly. Did I say that right? Effortlessly done. You push it right up on. You know, I'm a low draw guy. You know, I come from the bottom up, and typically it was just easy to get on target, and it was easy to hold there. So it drew, it held well. The shot, you're getting a little bit of vibration on the backside, but it's nothing that couldn't be tamed with a little stabilizer. Like I said, really like the Sequel. I think you put a little 8-inch stabilizer on this thing, maybe run a little back bar, and it's going to meet your needs very well. It's going to be a great little hunter, I think. And I like the, you know, if you like features, this is a feature-packed bow. You got the time lock, you got the deadlock cam system. You now have center mass technology, the integrated mount system, and the grip lock system. And then you have rear stabilizer holes. You have a multitude of holes that you can use for rear stabilizers or the orbital dampeners, whichever one you want to use. So kudos to Bowtech. I think if I was going to change something on this, again, it'd be the grip. I'd put more of this rubber substance down through the middle of it. Way it sticks in your hand a little bit better. But as always, go see the guys at Eastern Outfitters, best little bow shop in Eastern North Carolina, and they'll be selling these things like hotcakes, especially this Mossy Oak Bottomland. Good looking little bow, nice, compact, be good for the tree stand. And you know, I want to do a little side review on this black gold. It's the first time I've gotten to mess with the black gold sight, and it's the first, you know, I know when they made this, they made it so you could put it on one of the standard mounts, you could put it on a pick rail mount, or you could put it on this bridge lock or center mass technology that Bowtech has put out. So I like that kind of integration. That way the user can get one sight and then buy the adapter or get an adapter from their dealer, whatever they want, you know, what best suits them. I like the simplicity of the mass windage and the mass elevation changes. That's, I mean, typically, you know, I know the hot thing is micro adjust, but typically when you make these adjustments, if you're not a target archer, it really doesn't matter because you're only going to make these adjustments one time unless you change your setup. So if you lock this thing in, it's going to last you for years. Once it's locked in, you're not going to have to move it around much. So great job by Bowtech. Again, go see Ryan and Cody out at Eastern Outfitters. They got plenty of these. And I'd be glad to let you take a test drive. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment.